Hey Assassins, Magnitude X here today, and we're taking a look at some exclusive PC gameplay footage of Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and as well we'll take a look at the release date and the official PC requirements. Alright guys, so the PC footage is actually for capture gameplay that was showcased in Gamescom 2013. It is captured off of a PC, so it is running on a slightly higher than recommended setting PC. So it's got some of the visual settings turned up to high and to optimal settings. And you guys will also see the keyboard prompts coming up on the actual screen itself. So that does prove that it is running off of a PC. I mean, the game looks almost similar to a PS4. I don't think we've ever really seen Xbox One footage yet, but it looks identical, and I don't really see too much of a difference between PS4 and PC. Alright, so with that, let's actually get to the information. The official release date was finally revealed by Ubisoft, and if you remember my previous video, I kind of gave you guys a window of between November 12th and November 19th, and I was pretty darn close with that because Ubisoft confirmed that AC4 will launch on PC alongside the next-gen consoles on November 19th in North America. And then a couple days later, on November 22nd, it'll be showcased in Europe. So PC players will be able to be playing their favorite game with the next-gen version on PC, along with their console counterparts at the very same time. Alright, so next up on the agenda is of course PC requirements in order to run the beast of the game that this thing is. And we'll start off with the minimum requirements, so this is basically the bottom line of what your computer needs in order to run this game. So starting off with the processor, you do need an Intel Core 2 Quad 8400, which is clocked at 2.66 gigahertz. Or if you're an AMD person, you do need a Athlon 2 X4 620, and that one's clocking at about 2.6 gigahertz. Moving on to the graphics, you do need an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 260 as a minimum, or if you're running AMD Radeon graphics, it's an HD 4870, and any of the graphics that you actually do choose, they have to be DirectX 11 compatible. Alright, and rounding out the minimum requirements, you do need a minimum of about 2 gigabytes of RAM and running Windows Vista or higher, so that's Windows Vista, Windows 7, or Windows 8, and of course this is a huge amount of space that you actually need. It's about 30 gigs on your hard drive. Alright, so that's it for the minimum requirements. Let's move on to the actual recommended or optimal requirements in order to run this game at medium to high settings. You're starting off with a processor, you're going to need an Intel Core i5 2400 running at 2.5 gigahertz, or if you're running on AMD, it's a Phenom 2 X4 940 at 3 gigahertz or better. Graphics wise, you're going to want to go with NVIDIA GeForce GTX 470 or higher, or if you're running AMD Radeon HD 5850, and both of these graphics cards have to have a minimum of at least 1 gig of RAM support and a shader model 5.0. And lastly, the RAM, 4 gigabytes of RAM minimum. I do recommend probably more than that, and of course everything else is roughly the same. Windows 7, Windows Vista, or Windows 8, and 30 gigs of HD space. That doesn't really change between the two requirement sets. Alright guys, and there is also a published list of graphics cards that are supported by this game, so if you're going with NVIDIA GeForce GTX 260 or higher, so 400, 500, 600, and 700 series are supported. And if you're going with AMD Radeon, it's 4870 or higher, and the 5000, 6000, and 7000 series are supported. So that's it for all the PC requirements for Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. If you guys are interested in running this game on your PC on November 19th or November 22nd in Europe, definitely check out the requirements here. Make sure your system is able to run it. These are the official requirements. They have been posted on Ubisoft's website and also on GameStop, who's actually offering an exclusive gold edition of Assassin's Creed 4 for PC. And I'll be doing a new video maybe in about a day or so talking about that gold edition, so stay tuned on GamersBeverage for that. And as always guys, I'm Magnitude X. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you did. And as always, stay thirsty for more Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag only on GamersBeverage.
Now you're ready to sail for the Horn. Way, hey, roll and go. Our boots and our clothes, boys, are all in the horn. To be rollicking randy dandy, oh. Heave a pole, heave